Adaman and Leafeon, the very first of the June 2023 sync pairs. Is he great? Is he mediocre? And with all the grass types that we have already in the game, does he bring in something different? In this video, we discuss. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, and let's begin this discussion video. Here we go! Yo, this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, Yard's Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX, and in this video, we discuss Adaman and Leafeon's full kit. So if you haven't seen it, guys, I have made a 1 out of 5 or none out of 5 video where I discuss each one copy, what they will bring. And this one, we will be discussing his full kit. Now, this video comes before my June 2023 Pairs Who to Scout for video because he's coming already. So, this is my discussion for Adaman and Leafeon. So, if you're excited, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up right now as it really does wonders with the YouTube algorithm. Also helps spread out this video to more people like yourselves who are fans of Pokemon Masters. So do that for me, will you? And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, we are 50 subs from 10k. So guys, subscribe right now and leave your notifications on because you do not want to miss me scouting for this sync pair. And hopefully the scouts turn out good because if not, tech. I do not like to scout for tech sync pairs. The Sygna Suit May is a tech sync pair, Sygna Suit N is a tech sync pair. I've still got to get 2 copies of, well, them and stuff. So, it's gonna be emotional damage. Hopefully not. But with that out of the way, guys, you can thank, or I want to thank all the members of my channel for the awesome support and generosity. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel monetarily, especially with the fluctuating YouTube revenue income. And also a huge shout out to all the gifters of my channel. Thank you guys so much for your kindness and extra generosity. And to my receivers, if you have received a membership before and you haven't received one again, well, wait for my members to give you memberships. And if you haven't received a gift membership ever, you know, just turn on your gifting on, and maybe, just maybe, if you're active, you will be able to receive a gift membership from my kind, generous people out there. Just be active, just hit the thumbs up, you know what to do. And also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you're scouting for Adaman and Leafeon. And with that out of the way, let us begin. He is again the very first sync pair to come out, and he stays for more than a month. So May 31 to July 9 is his last day. July 10, he is gonna be gone for good until his rerun, whenever that rerun is gonna be. I personally think that we might get more Hisui sync pairs in the future. Especially, they said, I have no idea if this is true or not, they said that there's gonna be a different scouting animation for these two. And if they're gonna spend time and effort to make a new animation, you know, they're not just gonna give this to these 2 sync pairs. Definitely, in the long run, there's gonna be more time-traveling sync pairs who, you know, will share the same animation, so stuff like that. So, Master Fair. He is a Master Fair. Irida is a Master Fair. And one good thing is that if you scout and successfully scout for him, you can immediately invite him to your trainer lodge. And by getting him to friendship level 100, you not only get Adaman and Leafeon, but you also get Adaman and Vaporeon, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's a support sync pair. So you get 2 Adamans. So that's a good thing. And Irida, on the other hand, is also a Master Fair. We do not know what she's gonna be paired up with, but next month, July, you're gonna be able to invite Irida to your trainer lodge. So that's one benefit of scouting for Adaman/Irida, is that you can get them to the trainer lodge, and you know, new interactions, new stuff, and whatsoever. Plus, he's a Master Fair. The two of them are Master Fairs. And Master Fairs give you a 12% chance of getting a random 5-star. Plus, on the first 5 multiples on their banners, you get presents. You get 5-star power-ups, you get coins whatsoever. Aside from that, well, 1% chance of getting them, aka 99% chance of not getting them. So, depending on how good your luck is, it might be an emotional damage and takes forever, takes all your gems to scout for 1 copy, or it might just be a daily discount pool, or probably just the first single scout or your first multiple, you'll be able to get 1 copy. Meanwhile, these two, they're Pokefair scouts. Nothing special about Pokefairs. In fact, I have lots of bad things to say about Pokefair scouts. No presents, requiring 5 copies in order to unlock their full potential. Plus, there's actually a lot to do with 4 copies and 5 copies with Leafeon and Sygna Suit Silver. Their good stuff is locked at 4 and 5 copies, which makes them really irritating. But multipliers are locked at 2 and 3 copies, but what makes them extremely good is at 4 and 5 copies of Leafeon and Silver. So let's not talk about that right now. 5, or rather 3 copies of Adaman will get you the full kit. And in this video, we discuss 3 copies and what they will do. So, you can check out if you can already get 1 copy, 36,600 gems. If you have enough or you need more gems, you can check out my how many gems can we get video. And this gem count spans from, if I'm not mistaken, May 30 to July 30. So, check out your gems. They go away on July 9. You have enough time to check out this video. You will be able to get all the gems from this video while scouting for them. So, in terms of stats, Adaman has the highest attack stat and the defense stat, but the lowest HP stat. So, take note, if you 6-star EX him, 682 HP, that's not exactly a lot, but he can recover his own health using synthesis. So, he's pretty, self-sufficient. So, his HP stat might be low, but you can recover your health. Plus, that 314 speed stat is pretty high, but you don't have to worry at all about his speed stat, because later on you will know that you will get free move next, free move next, free move next from him. In terms of multipliers, there's quite a lot. You have Critical Strike 2 at 3 copies. You have Insult to Injury at 2 copies. The lower the opponent's defense stat is, the stronger the damage. You can get yourself Physical Moves Up Next effect at 2 out of 5 by using Leaf Blade, I think. There's a chance, 30% chance of getting Physical Moves Up Next effect. Meanwhile, the other one at 3 copies is by using Synthesis. You can give yourself 2 stacks of Physical Moves Up Next effect. Since he is a Master Sync pair, you have a Master Passive, Sinnoh Pride, which powers up everyone in your team, their physical attacks and their physical defense for the opponent's normal attacks. And Time Flows Over Hisui basically brings in Sun upon entry and upon sinking. And when there's Sun, Adaman will be powered up. So that's a good thing in terms of sync move. You have built-in Haymaker. The higher your attack stat is, the stronger your damage. You have another Haymaker stat or Haymaker multiplier 3 out of 5. You have a Solar Flare 5. If it's sunny, you get additional damage. And you have Critical Strike 2 at 3 copies. You'll know later that it's impossible to get all of them, which we will discuss later. But you can get yourself or give the opponent 2 stacks or 2 negative grass type rebuffs, which power up everyone in your team's grass type damage against these opponents that have received the grass type rebuff. So, those are the multipliers of Adaman, lots of multipliers, but let's go back discussing his kit. So, Adaman and Leafeon, if you see this background image, congratulations, you have successfully scouted for Adaman, and he has Leaf Blade as his normal attack. A B-Razor Leaf as your buddy move, you can use this, well, 2 times. And by using this, you get to lower the opponent's defense stat. You also get to lower the opponent's grass type rebuff. And if it is sunny, you get to lower another stack of defense stat for the opponent. So you get to lower the opponent's defense stat -2. And this is locked initially. You have to use a move first, any move you want in order to unlock B-Razor Leaf. If you use B-Razor Leaf already, it will be locked again. You have to use another move and you can use B-Razor Leaf again. So again, Leaf Blade is gonna be your main damaging attack. This is gonna hit one opponent. And you are sure to land critical hits because of his passive skill, Clutch Critical. Unless the opponent has Vigilance, unless the opponent has Critical Shield, Critical Damage Reduction, something. Clutch Critical will always guarantee that the opponent will be hit with a critical hit with Adaman and Leafeon. And every single time you land a critical hit, you will get a free move next because of critical freebie 9, which is a nice one. Again, don't worry, he has a high speed stat already, but if you pair him up with, let's say, other sync pairs that have a lot to do with move gauge management. So for example, you pair him up with Special Costume Sonia, who is very, if I'm not mistaken, also has Razor Leaf 3 move gauge because of Hit the Gas 9. And then you have, I forgot the other, Power Whip, was it? Or some other attack. 4 move gauges. You don't have to worry because Adaman can give himself free move next, free move next, free move next. Don't have to worry much about the running out of move gauges. And then you have trainer move No Time Like the Present. And what this does is maximizes your attack stat. And it raises your defense stat +4. So by having an MP refresh, which this is only 1 MP by the way, if you get an MP refresh, you can get another, you can maximize your defense stat. Plus, if the weather is sunny, you get to lower your sync move countdown -1. Then you have Synthesis, like we said earlier. What this does is recover your HP depending on the weather. If it is sunny, you recover 60% HP. If there's no weather, you recover 50%. And if it's rainy, hailstorming, or sandstorming, you recover 40% HP instead. Which is not that bad. But, sunny is the best way to go because you can recover the most HP. So, that is actually the base kit of Adaman. Pretty good. Free move next. And always, again, if you use a sync move, get to bring back the sun. At the start of the battle, you already have sun. So by using No Time Like the Present at the start of the battle, with the sun, you get to lower your sync move countdown immediately. And by using No Time Like the Present, B-Razor Leaf will activate. Use B-Razor Leaf against the opponent. Lower the opponent's defense stat -2. And then, lower the opponent's grass type rebuff. Then use another move, probably Leaf Blade. And then use B-Razor Leaf again. Lower the opponent's grass type rebuff by another 1. Lower all the opponent's defenses -2 again. So, a very nice sync pair to use. Pretty self-sufficient and again, pretty decent defenses for a tech sync pair. Especially with No Time Like the Present, maximizes +4 your defense stat immediately. That is pretty good. Again, let's talk about the sync grid right now. 1 copy, you get Headstrong, your attack cannot be lowered. 2 out of 5, if you land a critical hit, Pretty Confuse will confuse the opponent. Insult to Injury, we have discussed this. The lower the opponent's defense stat, the stronger your normal attacks are. That includes Leaf Blade plus B-Razor Leaf. Leaf Blade Brawn gain 2, 30% chance of giving yourself physical moves up next effect if you use Leaf Blade. And what 1 stack does is that it gives you a 40% increase in damage. So, get to power up your Leaf Blade 40% stronger. You cannot stack this because you have to use Leaf Blade all the time. So, you cannot stack this to +2, +3, +4. This way, you can only have +1. Or 1 stack of physical moves up next effect. No Time Like the Present MP Refresh 2 just maximizes your defense stat. plus lower your sync move countdown. No time like the present, shielding strikes 2. If you get this one, get to maximize your defense immediately. I would rather get the MP refresh than shielding strikes 2. Solar shield. Status conditions cannot be inflicted when the weather is sunny. Speeding sun speeds up the move gauge. Sunscreen 2 lowers the damage you receive from the opponent's attacks if the weather is sunny. And Synthesis Master Healer 1 basically recover more HP when you use Synthesis. 3 out of 5, you get multipliers. You get Critical Strike 2, powers up your attacks when you hit the opponent with criticals. This applies to normal attacks and your sync moves. Drought Alert 5 extends Sunny Day. I think this is a good one. Extends Sunny Day so that you can use Sunny Day, you know, it extends until your next sync move and stuff like that. And Feeble 2 at the start of the battle, you get to lower the opponent's defense stat -2. Haymaker, the higher attack stat is, the stronger your sync move is. Again, forgot to mention that he has a built-in Haymaker. The higher the attack stat is, the stronger the damage. Solar Flare 5, if it is sunny, 50% stronger sync move damage. Sync Damage Guard next effect after you use your sync move for the very first time. Synthesis Mighty Physical Boost 9, after you use Synthesis, you get physical moves up next effect. 2 stat ranks, that's 80% stronger damage for either your Leaf Blade or your B-Razor Leaf. Synthesis MP Refresh 2, if you want this, you can recover more HP. And 2 Sync Nuke Tiles. So, those are the, you know, the Sync Grid tiles. Is it possible to get everything? Well, no. We have already discussed, I have said this, that I want DNA to add 5 energy at least per move level, but they haven't done this yet. So, 2 versions of Sync Grids. I made one for sync move damage, sync nuke. I made one for normal attacks. And for this one, this is the sync nuke. I got Haymaker over here. The higher the attack stat is, the stronger the damage. We have Solar Flare 5. If it's sunny, stronger sync move damage. We have Drought Alert 5 so that we guarantee that our sync move will still be sunny after, you know, normally it's possible that the sun will disappear already, so this guarantees that the weather will still be sunny once we use our sync move. We got Leaf Blade Brawn Gain 2 because it just is in the way. And the sad thing is, I only got one sync nuke tile. I wasn't able to get the other one. Probably we can remove this and get this. That's another option. And the sad thing is, we have another multiplier over here, which is Critical Strike 2. But it's just impossible to get this unless you make certain sacrifices. Like, for example, remove Leaf Blade Brawn Gain, remove Drought Alert, which I think is pretty important, and get this. No, not enough. What can we do here? We can get this. Not enough. We have to remove this. And hopefully we have enough energy. Not enough. And Feeble this one. Not enough. When will this be enough? Never enough. Haya. Not enough. Not enough. When will this... How do we do this? If we remove this. I want that Critical Strike 2. This is 7 energy. This is 10 energy. I want this cheaper one. Sync move. This one. Not enough. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's impossible to get Critical Strike 2, to get Haymaker, and to get Solar Flare 5 no matter what you do. Which is very sad. Because Critical Strike 2, your sync move is going to be guaranteed a critical hit. And I'd rather sacrifice Critical Strike 2 than Haymaker, which is a better multiplier. And I'd rather sacrifice Critical Strike 2, which powers up 20%, rather than Solar Flare 5, which powers up 50%. So, sad, but we have to sacrifice that. And we get this instead. We get this. We got Drought Alert. We probably remove this. We have 3 energy left, and that's how I ended up with this grid. Which is very sad because we are lacking energy to get Critical Strike 2. Another option is your DPS, as they call it. DPS build. I have gotten Critical Strike 2, Insult to Injury. Another option is to get Brawn Gain 2, which powers up your Leaf Blade. But I'd rather get Drought Alert 5 to extend the Sun. And Speeding Sun 2 to get the move gauge. Well, it's 9 energy. I can get Solar Flare 5 instead. And remove Attack plus 5 instead. We can get this so that there's gonna be a multiplier. But another option again is to get Brawn Gain 2 and probably remove this. And there you go. A DPS build for Leafeon. Which is sad. If you want recovery, you can go for a Synthesis Master Healer, Synthesis Mighty Boost, Synthesis MP Refresh build. But I'd rather do damage than heal for Leafeon because I think 2 Synthesis is already enough to end the battle since he is pretty powerful. And speaking of powerful, I haven't done the damage earlier, so let us check the damage right now. This is a Critical Strike 2 lucky skill. We can get 6-star EX here. Let's give him a grass type thing. He cannot give himself super effective up next, so let's remove this. He can give himself sun. No grassy terrain because no grassy terrain for him. -2 grass type rebuff. And he has a Sinnoh Pride, so 20% thing. 1 physical moves up next effect. Let's calculate this. This can get yourself 16M for the Sing move damage. And around 2M for B-Razor Leaf. Leaf Blade 1M something. Alright. How about the other one? I remember giving Drought Alert. I removed this. But, you know, let's just get the Leaf Blade Brawn Gain. Let's see how much damage this does. Damage. We got 2 negative grass type rebuffs. We removed the special moves up next, or rather super effective up next. We got 1 stack of physical moves up next effect. We got Sunny Day and we have him 6-star EX. Compute the damage. The damage of B-Razor Leaf is gonna be around 3 million something with Leaf Blade at 1,800,000 something. With the Sync move damage at 8 million something. How do we compare this? Let me just check. So this is 8 million something, or rather 3 million something with the B-Razor Leaf and 1,800,000 something for Leaf Blade. Meanwhile, the other one is 1,400,000 something for Leaf Blade. What do you guys think? Anyway, we're not giving, like, if you have been watching my damage calculations for the longest time, it's giving everything. It's giving grassy terrain, it's giving super effective up next effect, which these Sync Pairs cannot bring themselves. But, now, just for the sake of seeing the maximum damage, fine, let's do this. Let's give, since I usually do this before, let's give everything. Let's give everything right now. And with a Critical Strike 2 lucky skill, let's give himself 1 physical moves up next effect. Let's keep physical at 50, you know, with more Sinnoh Sync Pairs in your team. Let's give himself a super effective up next effect. Let's give himself grassy terrain. And let's see the damage. 6-star EX. Your B-Razor Leaf goes up to 5,800,000 something damage. With your Leaf Blade at 3,513,000 damage. And your Sync move goes all the way up to 29M. Pretty good. But with all the grass types... Oh wait, we forgot to give the rebuff. -2 rebuff. Let's add this. Calculate. 43M. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of that. 43M. Have I seen a Sync Pair with that much signal damage before? I'm not sure. 43M. Ooh, 8M for B-Razor Leaf. This hits everyone. And, you know, we can put 3 targets to make this a little bit more decent. 4,418,000. Meanwhile, Leaf Blade just goes all the way up to 5 million something damage if you have Grassy Terrain, if you have super effective up next. Strong. So strong. What if you pair him up, let's say, with cosplay Steven, and give yourself 10 stacks of physical moves up next effect. Check. 21M damage with B-Razor Leaf and 12M damage with Leaf Blade. Oh my goodness, that's just strong, but that's not realistic. So let us go back to this one, guys. So those are the damage, just in case you're wondering what he is capable of. So that is his kit. A lot to do with, well, criticals. The good thing about him, the best thing about him is move gauge management. Free move next, free move next, free move next when you land critical hits. And, you know, extending the sun with Drought Alert 5 if you pair him up with other sync pairs. You know, if you pair him up with Sygna Suit Acerola, you can extend the sun using Drought Alert 5. And then Sygna Suit Acerola, just in case you run out of sun, if you decide to sync using Sygna Suit Acerola as support sync pair first. Now bring in that Grassy Terrain. If you sync, I forgot the passive skill. It's a 3 out of 5 passive skill, which, or rather, it's a 3 out of 5 sync grid skill, which brings in the grass again if you use her sync move. And, you know, he's gonna run out of sun even with Drought Alert 5. So, bring in Sunny Day from Sygna Suit Acerola, and you will be able to deal those amounts of damage, strong damage. Your third sync pair can actually be, you know, the sync pairs that I'm thinking of is Adaman, plus Cosplay Steven, plus Sygna Suit Acerola, and you should be able to deal a lot, although they're not Sinnoh sync pairs. But still, a lot of damage, a lot of multipliers, stuff like that. So, that's actually the end of Adaman's discussion. And he is again the very first sync pair to come out in this update. Are you scouting? Again, if you scout, not only do you have one sync pair in your team, but you can have 2 by having Adaman in your trainer lodge and getting him to friendship level 100. You got Adaman and Leafeon and Adaman and Vaporeon. And, you know, a new sync pair for your trainer lodge is never bad. You also got the sync, you know, the loading screen or the photo album thing, which is a nice plus. So, yeah. Go ahead and scout if you guys want. He's a master fair, nothing wrong. Nothing, you know, you cannot go wrong scouting for master fairs, except if you get shafted. That's wrong. Because you should be scouting, you should be assuming that you might get shafted because only 99% chance of failing to scout for the featured unit. So with that said, I have said everything. You can follow everything I said, or just ignore everything and just scout for your favorites. Now, if you hate Adaman so much, if you like Irida and you hate Adaman, then go kick Adaman in the butt and never see him again, except in his story. You'll definitely see him. And scout for Irida instead, or probably don't care for any of these sync pairs in this update. You can just skip them if you want. Master fairs never go wrong. Scouting for master fairs. This is in a way a good, a little bit of a Maxi upgrade, because Maxi has a tile. You know, he brings in Sun at the start of the battle. And then by using his sync move, I forgot if it's 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, you can bring in Sun back once. This one can bring in Sun back infinitely. Although Maxi can extend the Sun immediately, built into his kit, this one you have to get the Drought Alert 5 in his 3 out of 5 kit in order to extend the sun. But that is his advantage over everything. And again, in terms of grass types, at least you got grass type rebuff. Very, very strong damage, as you can see earlier in our calculation. Insane nuke damage if we are able to, the 40 something, if I'm not mistaken, is 40 something, 43 M. We do not exactly care about the master skills there, because master passives do not exactly affect the Sing move damage. We can remove this. We can put 0. Where's my 0? Oh wait, never mind. There's no 0. We can bring back 20 and that's still 43 M. So, you want to see that amount of damage? Well, go crazy, scout for him. And good luck! Good luck! Good luck! And with that said, that is the end of the good and the bad video for Adaman and Leafeon. Good things, free move next, unlimited sync move, unlimited sun, grass type rebuff, trainer lodge, 2 sync pairs instead of 1. The bad, we have so many grass types already. What else? Aside from so many grass types already, is there anything bad about him? Not exactly. Yes, he has a low HP stat, but you can recover his HP with synthesis. He can max out his defenses, which is impressive. Yeah, nothing bad to say except for there's so many grass types already, and do you need another one? So with that, let me know if I missed out on anything, and if you're scouting in the comment section right now, and tell me if you are gonna scout for 1 copy, 2 copies, 3 copies, 4 copies, 5 copies. I'm just gonna scout for 3 copies, hopefully 3. Hopefully within scout points, hopefully within 5 multi-pulls, if it's actually possible. Well, it is. Was able to get Sygna Suit Ethan 4 out of 5 in 5 multi-pulls. So hopefully Adaman and Leafeon also treats me the same way. But with that said, I would like to end this video by thanking all the gifters of my channel. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. And to my receivers, be active and become a receiver of a gift membership from my awesome members. And a huge shout out all to my members of my channel, especially Shadowphil, who's been supporting me highest tier for more than 2 years. Pokeball tier members Alstin, Roy, Luca, and Jeremy for more than 2 years of support. More than 1 year of support for Sasori and Iwez. And Ultra Ball tier Moroccoman, thank you guys so much. Thank you Great Ball tier member Aurora Espion and Yuki Murasaki. Thank you Premier Ball tier Shido. And thank you to my Pokeball tier members Tatsuya Gold, Kundan, Pokefriendo, and Edward. If I miss out on some of you, well, I have to check. This is pretty outdated, I think. I have to update this. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hope to see you in my scouting stream, or I try to scout for him and hopefully be successful. With that said, this is Sol, also known as Spielgum, also known as Facial Gum, also known as Guranto, the hottest Team Skull Grunt. I will see you in the next video. Rawr.